Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here. So with the recent release of the LG G6, there's been a lot of great footage, coverage regarding the G6. Of course, it's to be expected. It's LG's latest flagship. I've even done an unboxing, did some case reviews, but I want to step away from the LG G6 for a moment and refocus back on the LG G5 1 year later in 2017. So when this device was first launched, it was very much criticized for its design, build, and modularity. The execution just wasn't well. A lot of people were feeling that this wasn't metal, it was plastic. Now, LG's slogan was "Life's good when you play more with friends." Unfortunately, coming across these modular portions for the LG G5 was not easy. When I first picked up the G5, I only was more interested in the fact that I can remove the battery and replace it as I went on about my day. So moving on from that, one thing that I really enjoy using the past year with the G5 is the fingerprint sensor. It's very accurate, it's very responsive, it's one of the best fingerprints I've used. Now talking about display here, 5.3 inch Quad HD display. Display is still looking very nice, no screen bleeding issues whatsoever. You also got Google Assistant on board now, notification light up on top, and on-screen buttons there. Now another feature that I use a lot on the LG G5 is a feature called Q-Slide Apps. So there's a select applications that you can pick. For instance, calculator, you can have that on the display, you can move it around, you can shrink it down to size, make it larger. It's a great feature because you have this Q-Slide application and then you still get full function over your home screen display there, as you can see. So you're allowed to have two Q-Slide applications open at the same time. So for instance, you could have calculator, calendar, but that's a feature I really do like and I use quite a bit. Now next I want to jump into settings here real quick and just show you all the features you get on the LG G5 here. You get NFC on this device. Moving to sound and notifications there, you also get like ringtone ID. In display you can change the theme, change the home button combination, as well as enable the app drawer. And this device also has January 1st security patch, as well as Android 7.0 Nougat. So like I mentioned, this was one of the first devices out of my flagship phones that did receive Nougat, the LG G5. So what's powering this device? It is the Snapdragon 820, and it also has the Adreno 530. So yes, not the latest and greatest, but even the G6 is being shipped with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821. As you can see, the screen resolution right there. And then let me show you all the sensors that this LG G5 has. I mean, it has pretty much every sensor you can ask for in a flagship device. So just with my day-to-day activities using the LG G5, it actually performs very, very well. It's a pretty smooth performing device. I mean, I really use a lot of the multi-window there, so you can have basically two applications running at the same time. One feature I really want to touch on is the camera. Now the camera is amazing on the LG G5. You're basically getting a dual camera setup here. So you got your main 16 megapixel camera, and then you got your secondary 8 megapixel camera with the wide angle 135 degree field view there. So as you can see, the wide angle mode is just, I absolutely love shooting photos in that mode. When it comes to video on the wide angle mode, it does get, I guess, a little grainy compared to when you're recording on the standard 60 megapixel camera. But just for point and shooting, these cameras do an excellent job. With the recent update to Android 7.0 Nougat, you also got some added features in the camera department. So for instance, you can now record in full HD at 60 frames per second on the both wide and standard camera. So you got also different filters there. You got optical image stabilization, Steadicam on this camera. So you're getting a lot of great features on the LG G5 camera. So I'm going to show you some video and some photos taken on this device, and also check out how nice the display looks on the LG G5 coming right up. Now this just might be one of my favorite features on the LG G5, the IR blaster here. I mean, it comes in so handy. It's so convenient to have this on the LG G5 here. I have a program for my living room TV, so I can just basically turn the TV on, change the channels, go through the different applications on my smart TV with the LG G5 having that IR blaster there. So it's super useful. I'm actually kind of sad to see the LG G6 does not have the IR blaster, but you definitely got to hear on the LG G5. I mean, if you're at friend's house or doctor's office, it can become very useful tool to have the IR blaster. All right, let's move on to gameplay on the LG G5. It performs excellent. I mean, I don't have any issues running any game downloaded off the Google Play Store. I mean, it's just a well-performing device when it comes to gameplay. So if you're a casual gamer, you don't really play any high-intense games, you're gonna have no issues there either. Or if you're into the high-intense frame rate games, yeah, the LG G5 will definitely run pretty smooth for you. Now, I will say that battery life for me, I am getting around 3.5 hours of screen on time, but that's gonna be different for everybody. This does have a 2800 milliamp removable battery and as well as quick charge 3.0, so you can get from 0 to 100 pretty fast on the G5. So to end this video, do I recommend the LG G5 in 2017, 1 year later? Yes, it's a good performing solid device here, and you can also get this at a very good low price right now since the LG G6 did just get released. Now, I won't recommend this device for its modularity purpose. Don't get it for that. The execution is just poor, and I don't think it's worth paying the extra for the modularity friends that LG calls. So if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, informative in any way possible, please hit that thumbs up button and let me know, do you still have an LG G5? Are you considering the LG G5, or what is your favorite feature of the LG G5? All right, everybody, I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.